Dogs are wonderful companions, always ready to share their love and wag their tails in excitement. But just like humans, they have their preferences and dislikes too. While dogs are generally forgiving and understanding, there are certain things that humans do that can make them feel uncomfortable, anxious, or even upset. As dog lovers, we need to be aware of these behaviors and try our best to avoid them. In this video, we'll explore 13 common things dogs hate humans do. But before we tell you about them, make sure to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to get regular updates. Let's get into the video. Number 13. When you don't stick to a routine. Most dogs are happier when they know what to expect each day. They like to know when they'll get to go outside, eat, and go for walks. Just like you'd want to know when your next meal is coming, dogs feel better when they know what to expect. Even though it's fine to be flexible sometimes, especially when things are busy, you should always think about how your dog feels. Even if they are used to something, changing it can still make them upset. Number 12. Imposing extra strict rules on walks. Dogs enjoy the freedom to roam and discover. They dislike being held back by a tight leash. It's important to allow them to explore as much as it is safe for them. Dogs experience the world through their sense of smell, so it's necessary to let them sniff their surroundings. Take your time during walks, follow their lead, and let them investigate whatever sense they find interesting. Number 11. When punishing your dog. Punishing your dog might seem like a quick solution when they misbehave, like chewing your shoes. However, this approach can cause problems in the long run. Instead of building a positive relationship, you might make your dog scared of you, making future training difficult. Yelling and dominance can harm your bond with your furry companion. Dogs also dislike when humans argue, as they can sense tension and stress. It's like being in a foreign country with people arguing in an unfamiliar language. Dogs pick up on emotions and stress, so it's best to avoid arguing around them. Number 10. Having unreasonable expectations. Many people have unrealistic expectations for their dogs. They want their dogs to be perfect even though dogs are just dogs. One common mistake is expecting dogs to handle tough situations perfectly. Some dogs need more training to control their excitement. Skipping basic care tactics like nail clipping, teeth brushing, and bathing is irresponsible. While dogs might not like these things, they're important for their health. Number 9. When you pet them on their face and head. When a person touches a dog on the head or the face, the dog may experience discomfort because they perceive an invasion of their personal space. If you really must touch the dog's face, it is recommended that you do so in a way that is unhurried and gentle. You can show your dog affection by stroking their bodies or rear ends, rather than patting their faces or heads. Dogs will respond positively to this change in routine. Number 8. Forcing your dog into an uncomfortable situation. Sometimes we put our dogs in uncomfortable situations, like during walks, when we meet other dogs or people. Even though we think our friendly dog wants to say hi, they might not always want to. It's like when we were kids and didn't want to greet strangers, our parents forced us to. Knowing this, we can change how we act. If our dog shows sign of being scared, like staying low, avoiding others, tucking their tail, or looking away, we should give them space. If we notice these signs, we might be making some mistakes dogs don't like, such as not respecting their comfort zone. Number 7. When you handle them roughly. A lot of the ways people treat dogs can be upsetting for them. When they are groomed, their teeth are cleaned, their nails are clipped, and they go to the vet. Rough handling can make dogs feel trapped, threatened, or scared. You should move slowly, steadily, and calmly, and get the dog used to being touched by you. Number 6. Being inconsistent. Imagine you're strolling through your neighborhood with your dog, and suddenly they spot their furry best friend. Instantly, they start tugging on the leash, brimming with excitement. You give in and let them lead the way to greet their buddy. After all, it's a special occasion. However, the trouble arises the next time your dog pulls to meet another dog during your walk. If you react differently, perhaps getting upset, your dog might feel bewildered. Inconsistency like this, whether letting them pull sometimes and then not at other times, can bewilder and frustrate your furry friend. Number 5. When humans use harsh chemicals. When people clean their homes with strong chemicals instead of natural products, it can feel like a big change. People started using bleach to kill germs in 2023, but the chemicals in the air and on the floor can be bad for dogs. Care should be taken with where and how you clean. Another problem is not giving flea, tick, and heartworm medicine to dogs, even if you want to use natural methods. Number 4. Ignoring doggy needs. If you don't meet your dog's natural wants, they might act in a way you don't like. Dogs need to sniff, chew, and run around, among other things. Even though these aren't things that people want, it's important to know that dogs do. If dogs don't get to do these things, they might start barking a lot, chewing your things, or acting up to get your attention. You will make your dog happy if you remember what they need and do these things every day. Number 3. Excessively dressing them up. During the winter season, it's fine to dress your dog in a t-shirt or a light sweater, and most dogs will probably be okay with it. But it's important to avoid putting too many clothes or costumes on them, as this can bother or limit their movement. Even though you might find it funny to see your dog in funny outfits, it's not worth making them feel uneasy. Dogs particularly don't like having things on their paws and heads. Number 2. Changing food too quickly. If you change your dog's food too quickly, he or she might get sick and throw up or have diarrhea. Use these rules to prevent this. On day 1, give them 90% of the old food and 10% of the new food. On day 2, give them 80% of the old food and 20% of the new food, and so on. Slow changes don't hurt, and don't leave messes to clean up. In the same way, take small steps and add more activities as you train or introduce new things to your dog, like teaching it to sit. You and your dog both get upset when you're in a hurry. This is true for many things, like cleaning and getting used to new sounds. Number 1. Leaving them alone too often. Dogs are extremely sociable animals who take pleasure in spending time in the company of their human owners. They are prone to being bored pretty easily and demand a significant amount of activity. They despise being abandoned all day while you go to work. And one thing in particular that bothers them is being left alone. It is in both of your best interest to spend as much time as you can with your dog, as this will help to cultivate a strong bond between the two of you. So, if you want a better relationship with your dog, consider these points. I hope you found the video interesting. Like and share the video and follow us for more such content. Thank you.